Guys, how's it going? Carl here, North Coast Constrictors from Bellito, South Africa. So, got the camera positioned in a way where you can see pretty much most of my racks except the one behind, the two behind, and my hatchling racks. But if you look from here, not that rack, but pretty much from here, these racks, 20, 40, 20, 40, 60, 72. Those are racks with breeders in there, and they are 90% females. Okay. That entire rack here, all 12 of these are all females. This entire 20 is females here. All of these are females except for 3 males at the top. All of these are females except for 4 males at the top. And then behind you, I've got another rack with 20 tubs, which you can't see, and those are snakes that I am not breeding. There's males and females in here. So how I've done it is I've done obviously trying to decide how I'm going to pair up the season, what I'm going to pair, given the current state of the market in the ball python industry. Don't want to end up with a whole bunch of hatchlings that I can't sell. I'm still building projects, I'm still doing pairings, that I'm building future projects that for snakes that I want to produce. I'm not even going to see until some of them I'll see in the next 2 years, some in the next 4 years, some in the next 6 years, and there's even some combos that I'm working on which are probably going to take about 6 to 8 years to make. I know that sounds like a long time, but I'm going into my 3rd season already, and it's gone like that. Okay. And from what I paired up in my 1st season to what I'm pairing up in my 3rd season, from what I paired up in my 1st to what I'm about to do in my 3rd season, is chalk and cheese. And last season, which was my 2nd season, I had an incredible season. I had a lot of luck. Okay. Yes, I did buy a lot of snakes that were very, very good. Genetically, it took me a year and a season to kind of work out how the ball python industry really works. I had to align myself with certain people and breeders in the industry that are there to help and give you the correct information, and be cool about it. People that are willing to help and pass on their knowledge to you. And I'm fortunate enough to have met quite a few of those guys, but it does take time. So my 2nd season was really great. I did 130 hatchlings. I got some fantastic genetics. I had a lot of hets that were 66% and 50% that actually proved out 100% het for Pard, Clown, Lavender Albino. Those were the 3 that I proved out on some of my snakes that were marked 66 and 50%. I don't have any 50% or 60% desert ghosts or anything like that. I got a couple of 66% het lavender albinos. That I proved out. I had a 66% het lavender albino, and she proved out. And what I have got this season, pretty much everything is, if it's a het that I'm pairing up, it's 100% het, and if there is another het inside there, it'll be a 66% pos het, which is fine. I'm not worried because I've already got the 100% het, which will be a female, which will be pairing to a visual male of that recessive gene. So how I've done it, and what I've just finished doing today, is I've done like a maybe rack. Okay, maybe. These are, okay, well, the males are a definite. The males are at the top. It's a little bit cooler at the top on these racks. The males are a little bit cooler. I want to get that sperm strong, eh? Cool sperm, lots of testosterone. Cool, I'm not talking really cool, but, And then the snakes below, some of these females are up to size. They over 1,500 grams, or round about the 2,000 to 2,500 gram mark. But genetically, don't need to breed them. I've got to be very, very selective about what I breed this year, because I'm only going to be breeding the very best of the best in my collection, because I don't want to be sitting with, as I say, a whole bunch of snakes in a market right now that isn't really selling. I do believe the market's going to change. I do believe it's going to turn around. Flat out, I do. However, last year I paired up 40 odd females. This year I've got about 80 females that I can pair up, and the reason why is because a lot of the females that I can pair up this year are females that I bought in 2021 as either hatchlings or yearlings or sub-adults that are now breeding ready. Okay, so I've got the snakes that I bred last year. I've got the snakes that are up to size from the year before, and I've now headed into my third season, and I've also invested in a couple more snakes. So this rack here, that's definite. All these females here and all those males, definitely guaranteed getting paired up. And this entire rack here, guaranteed, all getting paired up. So this is a 100% yes, this is a 100% yes. And there are females in here which are some of them are a maybe, some of them are a no. Okay, and in the rack behind you, which you can't see, it's all a no. None of those snakes are getting bred. Okay, the no's on this one here, if it's I have got incredible snakes that I want to pair up, okay, which I think are going to prove out. For example, I'll pull two out for you now. Okay, now this girl here, she's a 2021. I've got 2021 babies that are weighing 2,500 grams. Okay, this is a black pastel yellow belly, 66% het lavender albino. Okay, and she's a maybe because she's only 1,300 grams, and I will not pair up until the snake hits 1,500 grams. I had every intention to pair her to a visual lavender albino male. Unfortunately, to get black pastel lavender albinos, if she proved out lavender albino, I would have got black pastel yellow belly lavender albinos, which would have been an absolute winner. But I've put her in this rack, which is a maybe rack, because not genetically I'm worried about her, but I don't know if by the time I start pairing, I'm going to do my pairings in stages. I'll start my pairings in May, which is about 12 days time. But I start my pairings with the big girls, the girls that are ready, to rock and roll. They're over 2,000 grams and they're ready to rock and roll. This rack here, these are all females. Okay, there's 10 females here. These two here, these are two yearling reticulated pythons. I just put them in here because they're big tubs. Okay, that rack is empty. There are no snakes in this rack here. This rack is going at the end of the week, and I've got another new rack coming in here to take its place. I built this rack myself. I don't like these 46 litre tubs. I've got another rack coming in with other tubs. I'm dismantling this, and the guy that's doing it for me is going to rebuild it using the same wood, and we're going to add some extra, and we're going to make another rack as close to these ones as possible, because the floor space of these tubs and these tubs are exactly the same. These are just higher, so I can get more of those black tubs, 30 litre tubs. They call them 26 litre, but they're not 26 litre, they're actually 30 litre tubs. They come up to about here, so I'm going to actually get a lot more tubs in here. These females are the ones that I'm going to start pairing up first. These ones from the 1st of May, they're all going to get males and introduced to them. And the reason why is these are all the big girls. These are 3,000, 3,500 grams each. Those are all the big girls. They're all proven breeders. Except for this one, but she's a big girl. She's a big girl. I'm going to pull her out. She's a stunner. I don't know how much she weighs. This is a fire leopard. And can you believe it? Okay, this is a 2021 baby. This is a 2021 baby. Baby, I call her a baby, okay? And I got her from the same breeder and born in the same month in the same year as this snake. And she's 1,300 grams. And this snake here is well over 3,000 grams. So she's a fire leopard, okay, and I am pairing her up to a desert ghost male. Absolutely stunning. So I've got all the big snakes inside here. So basically, yeah, this video, guys, it's about what I've got planned for my breeding season, how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do. What I want to do is I want to show you a couple of the awesome males that I'm going to be pairing up. I'm going to start off with this guy. I wanted to do a video on him the other day, but he was flat out in the shed. He was all pink and everything, so I didn't do a video on him. I know he's a high white pied, very, very high white pied, but he's a yellow belly. He's a yellow belly pied, and he is an absolute stud. He bred for me last year, and he successfully gave me every single female that he paired up to, gave me a successful clutch. And when I say a successful clutch, good eggs, healthy babies, and even with the 100% het pies that I paired up, I would say the bulk of the clutch, which was luck, I got visuals. Okay, so he is a absolute definite 100% breeder, a male that's going this year. This boy here, okay, let me put him out. This boy for me, this is a new addition. He's going to be breeding for the first time for me. He is an adult proven breeder. This is a pastel sugar male, okay. I love the sugar gene, calico gene, sugar gene, whatever you want to call it, but I do sometimes think there's a difference, and I think with these high white sides, I think sugar tends to show that more. I think calico is more, and I'll give you an example of not so white, okay. There's a calico, it has a fire calico, okay. He's a yearling. And this is a calico, and he's a fire. Now you can clearly see, you know, look at the sides, look at these white arches here, okay. I mean, I know this doesn't have pastel in it, but it's got fire in it. But this is marked as a calico, and this is marked as a sugar. All right. I know a lot of guys are gonna say, Carl, you're talking shit. Calico and sugar are two different genes. Okay. I don't care. This is the look that I'm going for. This is the look that I'm going for. So this boy here, he is going to be pairing up to, and I've got two massive pastel females. So this boy, because sugar is a dominant gene, he's going to go, and he's pastel. I'm pairing up to pastel. I'm going to make more pastel sugars. And then I've got this stunning boy here, which I was hoping to breed this year, but he's not. I don't think he's going to make it. All right. This is a pastel vanilla calico, but I'm going to call him a sugar. Okay. But unless he can put on some size, and when I say size, I want him to have another 100 grams on him before I pair him up. I do not like to pair my males up unless they are at least 850 grams, preferably closer to the 1,000 gram mark. And the reason why is because they tend to go off food. Let me pull out another male for you. This guy is an absolute stud breeder. He's an amazing snake. He's made amazing hatchlings for me. Okay. This is let's have a look here. It is a super pastel yellow belly Exentric VPR. Okay. Super pastel yellow belly Exentric VPR. He is probably a good 1,300, 1,400 grams. This boy will lock up to a host pipe. Unbelievable snake, okay? I've rearranged my tubs now. I've basically got all my males and my females all within smelling distance of each other. Okay, obviously this is, I can't not give this guy an, oh, and he's in the blue. Can't give this guy, I can't not give him an honorable mention, okay, but this is my single gene desert ghost, guys. You can see he's very, very in the blue. So normally he's he's very, very black and very, very white, almost Exentric, but he's completely faded out now and dull because he's about to shed. This boy, his main job in my collection is to breed with all the females that have got 0 recessive genes, and they've got multiple dominant and incomplete dominant genes, so that I can make a whole bunch of dominant and incomplete dominant eggs that are all 100% het for desert ghost. Okay, because trying to sell them on their own would be get bugger all for them. Add 100% het desert ghost onto that with a whole bunch of genes, boom, then the price goes up. That's his job. Okay, right. This year, this boy, this turned out to be my star from last year. This is my fire blade clown Dinka project. I call it a Dinka because what we discovered when we bred this snake last year, the babies came out, and when I paired them up to one of his very first clutch of hatchlings that came out, we looked at it and we were going, it was a pastel, the dame was a pastel 100% het clown, and this was supposed to be a fire blade clown, and we were looking at some of those hatchlings and going, there's something else. And what we've discovered, and if you've been watching my YouTube channel, following my Instagram, I call it my Dinka project until I've managed to prove it out, but I think anyone that knows me by now knows that this boy, I believe to have the lace gene. Not only me, 2 or 3 of the top breeders in the world that know the lace gene specifically asked, when I showed them videos and pictures of their hatchlings, they couldn't really tell. Some of them could tell, and then the next question they asked me is, please send us pictures and videos of the sire and the dame, which I did, and the immediate response I got back was, your sire is a lace. Your sire is not just a fireblade clown, he's a fireblade lace clown. Now, I took a lot of shit for that. In the reptile community, but well, not. I took a lot of shit from very few people. I had a lot of guys telling me, bullshit, you don't have it, it's not lace. Especially, well, I'm not going to mention names, okay, but guys that were... The bottom line is lace here in South Africa is incredibly rare, okay, and I got it from a guy who didn't know he had it, and he suspected, but you know, it proved out. It's the only way I'm going to prove it out is when I take those hatchlings and I breed them together and I make white lace. So the thing is, that boy, this one here, last year, only bred to 100% het clowns. He never went to one visual clown because I never had any. Now this year, I have got adult female visual clowns for him to pair up to. Okay, so everything is going to be clown. If I've got lace, it's going to come out again. I am pairing him up back to the same 100%, the pastel 100% het clown that gave me my first clutch of eggs, because last year he was a first year breeder that told me that I had that, what I think, what I presume, what I hope to have is the lace gene. I'm pairing him up to that female again, and I'm hoping that we get, and then I'm also pairing him up to a visual butter leopard clown female, which I'm going to pull out for you now. Where is she? So that boy right there is going to this girl here. This is an incredible female. Butter leopard clown. Female. She, look at the size of her. She hasn't bred yet. this will be her first season, and she is going to that Fireblade clown Dinka, and then we'll see what we get. He is also going to pair to this pastel clown, visual pastel clown female. Okay, now last year he paired to a pastel 100% head clown female, and I got, those were the ones where we thought, okay, those are pastel clowns, because they were clown, but then we looked at them and we were going, can't be pastel, doesn't look like this, because that's, the hatchling should look like this, and they don't. So this year he's going to this pastel clown, visual pastel clown, and he's also going to go to that same female I bred him to last year. We are putting him with 4 females this year. Let me pull her out. Where is she? Here she is, yeah. A pastel leopard 100% het clown. Okay, so he's going to 200% hets that have got other genes in them, and she's an absolute winner. Okay, and then he's going to 2 unbelievable powerhouse, especially that butter. But I mean, look at this pastel leopard female clown, 100% het clown, 100% het clown, and she's going to that Fireblade clown. I just can't wait. I cannot wait. That there, that's my second most important project. I've already been on for 22 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, for me, what is my flagship project for this year. Cole's flagship project for this year. That is how we'll end off the video. And always that's how I'm going to end off the video, and then I end up getting sidetracked and going to pull out hatchlings and whatever. I'm going to try not to do that this time. Okay, what I'm going to do is, last year I tried to do it. Unfortunately, I was trying to get the females up to size. I'm going to tell you straight out, it's a Desert Ghost project, okay? I had 2 sub-adult, almost adult Desert Ghost females. Pastel bamboo 100% het Desert Ghost females. When I got them, they were weighing about 1,000 grams, and I got them a couple of months, maybe about 3 or 4 months before the breeding season, and I fed them, and they were smashing food, and they hit like the 1,400, 1,450 mark, and I was like, yes, and I will not pair unless it's like 1,500 grams, and they were also first year breeders that never bred before, and they were smashing food, and then all of a sudden they just stopped. And then I started losing a little bit of weight. And they went from like 1,450 down to 1,400, and the one dropped down to 1,350. Anyway, I quickly locked up the male to the biggest. He locked up to the other one as well. He locked up to, I'm going to show you them. It was this Desert Ghost, my single gene Desert Ghost, okay? And what I wanted to make was pastel bamboo Desert Ghost. That was my flagship project last year. Okay. However, this year, those 2 females, by the way, they didn't go. They locked up. One of them built, but she reabsorbed the follicles. The other one didn't even ovulate. This year, they're both 2,000 grams now, ready, rocking and rolling. I open up the tub. They're lying upside down. Where they? Let me pull them out. There we go. Let's pull out each girl. They're sisters. Okay, you can see nice, big, beautiful, chunky female ball pythons, pastel bamboo, 100% het DG, ready to go. When I open up those tubs in the morning, they are lying upside down. They are really, really going for it, okay? I think, which is the one with a paradox? I've got one with quite an awesome paradox on here. It's not this one. Okay. And I'm going to pull out the male that's going with this, and you'll understand why it is my number one project. Okay, this is the one with the paradox. They are identical, and there is the paradox over there. Okay, both of these females are the same. They are sisters. They are both pastel bamboo 100% het DG. Okay. And I know he's in the shed. Damn it, but I'm going to pull him out anyway. I'm going to pull him out. We're going to make another video. I'm going to show you guys. This is never going to do justice to the snake. This guy, it looks like he's just been painted white. He is bright yellow and orange. This is a pastel spot nose pinstripe desert ghost, 100% het harpo male. He is in the shed. I'm actually going to insert a picture over here. This is what he looks like when he's not in the shed, okay? And this boy is pairing up to those two females. So no longer am I doing a single gene desert ghost to pastel bamboo desert ghost. I'm doing a multi-gene pastel pinstripe spot nose desert ghost 100% het harpo to pastel bamboo 100% het desert ghost females, and two of them. And I'm going to produce some of the most incredible desert ghosts. I know not all of them will be desert ghosts, but they'll all be 100% het desert ghosts. So absolute building blocks for the future. 100%. And okay. One of my most important, okay, I said that was going to be the last one, but I'm just going to pull out this male. My Exentric Pod boy. I was working on the Exentric Pod project. I did produce 2 Exentric Pods last year. However, this was not the sire. His father was the sire. And this wasn't one of the offspring. I tried to pair this boy up last year, but he was just not on. That's why I say I don't like to pair under 850 grams. I like to pair, but he was sitting at about 700, 750. And the 2 females that I've got there are 100% double het desert, 100% double het Exentric Pod. One of them is his mom, one of them is his aunt. And the 100% double het Exentric Pod male that I had is his father. So I tried to pair him up first. He wouldn't lock. He was too small. The females are about 3,000 to 3,500 grams each. He couldn't get it right. He couldn't lock with them. He was only 700 grams, 700, 750. Then what I did right at the last minute, I took the father, I paired them up to both those females. One of them went. I got a whole clutch, and 2 of them, I got visuals. Okay, this year, this boy, he is now sitting on 900 grams. And he's a visual Exentric Pod, and he's pairing up to 2 100% double het Exentric Pod females. So guys, that's it. Those are the projects we're working on this year. There are obviously a whole lot more. You can see there's like over 100 snakes over here, which I could show you, but then this video would go on for an hour and a half, okay? So I just wanted to put out something for you right at the beginning of our breeding season. We've got 12 days to go before I start my first pairings. I know some guys have started to pair up. So I like to give my viewers, my subscribers, and my clients here in South Africa, guys that have either bought from me or thinking about buying from me in the future. I do these videos for a reason, so that you can connect the dots. You can see the snakes that I've got. You can see what I'm pairing. You can go back and always look at and reference me. You can have a look at my snakes and say, hey, you know, he's not talking shit. He paired that male with that female, and I saw it because I watched the YouTube video. And that is what I'm doing. That's why I'm showing you these snakes, guys. So we're going to end off with this boy here. Beautiful, beautiful Exentric Pod male. And you'll notice as well, he's 3 years old. He's held his color. He hasn't browned out. He hasn't dulled out, which is incredible, because usually they do brown out within the first 2 years to 3 years at least. And somehow he hasn't. And I've got a feeling he's going to hold his color. Guys, it's a half an hour. I have to sign out. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe. Also, we are on Instagram, North Coast _ constrictors. Check it out. Follow us there. We upload content almost daily. From me, Carl, North Coast Constrictors. See you on the next video. Cheers.